Hello, welcome back to the Horizons Beta. In this video we are gonna take a closer look at the Cobra Mark IV, a tankier version of the Cobra Mark III that offers better survivability and placement of the hardpoints, but sacrifices maneuverability and speed in order to achieve that. We are gonna take a look at its base stats, its stats with the best modules equipped, the highest jump range it can achieve, and of course how good it can perform in combat. Of course, before we go to take a look at the stats, the basic stats of the Cobra Mark IV, we're gonna take a quick look on the cockpit and the visibility, which is pretty much the same with the Cobra Mark III. It's not the best for sightseeing and exploration, but it should be enough to take you from point A to point B and perform any kind of activity you are going to perform. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats of the Cobra Mark IV. It's not as fast and agile as the Cobra Mark III. Its top speed can go up to 200 meters per second, and its boost speed can reach up to 299 meters per second, while its maneuverability is at level 4. Also, its jump range is lower than the basic jump range of the Cobra Mark III. It has better defenses than the Cobra Mark III, with the value of the shields being at 125, while the value of the armor is at 216. And this is exactly why it offers better survivability. Another great difference between the Cobra Mark IV and the Cobra Mark III is the fact that the Cobra Mark IV has 5 hardpoints, 2 medium, 3 small, 2 tilting mounts. They have the same number of tilting mounts, but the placement of the hardpoint is really good, and you can equip it with fixed weapons, something that is impossible on the Cobra Mark III. With its basic loadout, the Cobra Mark IV has an available power of 10.4, which feels kind of limited, but we will see how much better it can become with the best available power plant equipped. Its maximum cargo capacity with this loadout is at 34 tons, which isn't that bad at all, and its jump range is at 9.37 light years, quite decent, and 8.38 light years laden with this loadout. It has 8 internal compartments, of which 4 class 4, 2 class 3, and 2 class 2, and 5 hardpoints, of which 2 medium, 3 small, and 2 tilting mounts. When we equip the Cobra Mark IV with the best available modules, it has an available power of 15.60, which indeed feels kind of limited, and it will create problems if we try to equip it with more power-hungry weapons, but it should be enough to give it a nice basic combat loadout and go out there and take a look at its capabilities. Its maximum cargo capacity, on the other hand, at 88 tons is quite impressive for a ship of that price. It's going to be less than $1 million, it will cost less than $1 million, in my opinion, so it is a direct competitor to the Type 6 transporter. It doesn't have the same cargo capacity, but it is a very nice cargo capacity at 88 tons. And the jump range is not that bad either, 22.27 light years and 16.64 light years laden. It seems that it is going to be a better armed freighter than the Cobra Mark III, and that it will also be able to perform some rare goods trading. But we're not gonna go into the details here, we're just taking a first look of this vessel. This is after all a beta, things can change. We are gonna do a detailed review after the release of the Horizons Beta. But for now, let's take a look at its capabilities and let's go and see what is its maximum jump range. If we downgrade pretty much everything except the frame shift drive and equip it with the necessary modules for exploration, then our Cobra Mark IV is gonna have a jump range at 22.54 light years, which is definitely not the best in the game. It's very far away from the best jump range in the game, but it is quite decent actually, and it can take you everywhere you want. It can help you travel very far away. And with synthesis being added to the game with the Horizons expansion, I don't think you are gonna have any problem to travel everywhere in the galaxy. Of course, this loadout doesn't have a planetary approach suite and a planetary vehicle hangar. This is purely for exploration in space. Let's go and add these 2 necessary modules for planetary exploration now. With a planetary approach suit and a planetary vehicle hangar equipped, our jump range has dropped down to 21.70 light years, but only the planetary vehicle hangar is affecting the jump range. The planetary approach suit doesn't affect your jump range when you are out there exploring, so you can have it equipped at all times. Also, the SRV scarabs, it doesn't matter how many you are gonna load on your vessel, they don't affect your jump range either. It's only the planetary vehicle hangar that affects the jump range, but again the decrease in jump range was very small, so if you want to have the option to explore a planet, you should take with you a planetary vehicle hangar and go out there without thinking about it. In general, it is a decent explorer. It seems to be a decent explorer. It's not the best exploration vessel in the game, but it can take you everywhere you want. So let's go ahead and give it now a nice combat loadout and see finally what are the capabilities of the Cobra Mark IV in combat. We are gonna try a basic loadout, a split loadout with 2 medium multi-cannons and 3 class 1 pulse lasers, a chaff launcher and a hitch launcher, and as you can already tell, we have absolutely no problem with power, but if we try to replace the multi-cannons with something more power hungry, railguns for example, we will have to sacrifice something from the defense. We will have to either significantly downgrade the shield bank or remove it entirely. As we are now, we can go with the best shield generator of A4, a fuel scoop and a shield bank of A4 as well, and our jump range is at 19.52 light years, which is quite decent. So let's get out of here and take a look at the combat capabilities of the Cobra Mark IV. But of course, first of all, let's take a look at the speed of the Cobra Mark IV. It is slower than the Cobra Mark III. Let's find out how slow it is. With 4 pips on the engine, let's get out of the station again with this certain basic loadout. Our normal speed is at 215, which is really slow, and if we boost,
scan detected,
only 323. Only 323. It's very slow. So let's go after this Asp Explorer and see if we can kill it fast. A great thing about the placement of the hardpoints is that you can equip it with fixed weapons, all 5 fixed weapons, and fire with all of them at the same time to your enemy. Well, I have chosen gimbal multi-cannons so we can fire easily
target shields offline.
All 5 weapons, but we could go with only fixed and do great damage to our targets. Well, it's not too much of an enemy, this Asp Explorer. Let's kill it. And of course the firepower is much better than the Cobra Mark III. We can tell the lack of maneuverability though. We only miss 2 levels of maneuverability, but you can see it in combat very clearly. It feels slow. It is slow. It feels very hard to handle it.
Online.
It's not the #1 option for combat, I'm gonna have to say.
Target shields offline. Scan detected. Scan detected.
Okay, let's kill it. Let's finish this. It wasn't bad, but I don't feel too confident to go after a bigger vessel with the Cobra Mark IV, to be honest. Let's try against this Python now. It's not very maneuverable, but it should be
Scan detected.
more dangerous than the Asp Explorer we were fighting before. Let's get closer and start the attack. Well, I think the Cobra Mark IV might be good against less maneuverable ships, less agile ships, but against ships like Vulture, for example, it's gonna be suicide. And what's wrong with the AI? They keep
Target
doing
shields
this spin
offline.
again. Let's put more power on weapons and try to finish it. It's not a bad ship, the Cobra Mk IV. It has nice firepower, but I don't really like the way it handles, the way we can handle it. It feels slow, feels heavy, and quite unresponsive. A more agile ship would have been a lot more dangerous, in my opinion. Well, that wasn't
Target
very
shields
difficult.
online.
This was the Cobra Mark IV, and despite the fact that it is a tankier version of the Cobra Mark III, it's not the best option for combat and general activities that require you to fight other vessels. It is more suitable to be used as a trader, rare goods trader, or a hybrid of explorer trader. It seems like these professions will be better for this vessel. Thank you very much for joining me watching this video. I'm Squid of Love, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.